Hi, welcome to week 1 of my beginner's crochet class. I'm a little late videotaping, but I have a busy schedule, so I'm doing my best. But I am going to try and keep up the week as we go. But the beginner first week was just about doing the mechanics, the basics, just learning about everything. In my class, we typically use about a 5 millimeter crochet hook. So this is an H, I say H, was it GHI is typically where I want you to be with my beginner's class. I'm not particular. It's whatever is comfortable for you for learning, whatever one you have. Hopefully you have all of them to try out, and you have bigger ones and smaller ones and different yarns. But to begin, 5 millimeters, typical, a pair of scissors. I've got these cute little embroidery ones, and then a light colored acrylic yarn. Yes, you can get the animal fiber yarns, but they tend to be a little more difficult to work with. So I just say get acrylic, and this is a Loops and Threads. This is from Michael's, easy to use, super easy, and my favorite. And so for first class, we go over like how to hold your yarn, tension, and the slip knot. So those are the basic ones for the, well, we also do the chain stitch if my class is moving pretty fast. So we're gonna go over the how to hold this, the tension, which you'll see. For me, it's just super easy because I've been doing it for 25 years. So, tension is going to be this, and I'm gonna turn the camera around, but it's typically over the index finger, over the ring finger. If it is a cold day, and this is what I tell people, if it's a cold day, your hands are really dry, you loop around your pinky as well. So that's just another thing. And again, I do it so quickly. So we can loop around, wrap, wrap. And you're gonna be pinching with your middle finger and your thumb. And this is without any slip knots, without anything else, nothing. This is just getting used to holding it. And I say, hold this and practice putting it on your fingers. You're typically gonna be just doing the ring finger and the index finger on top. On the bottom, it's going to be pinky and middle finger. But see how it's going to be like this? And you've got hand in a C curve. Let's start with the slip knot. Slip knot's pretty easy. Hopefully this isn't too bright. I just want to make sure that you could see the light. This is our tail end. That's the cut end. And this is our ball end. Everybody loves that. Goes to your skein of yarn. And this is the part that is clipped. So when we're going to do a slip knot, we are going to take the ball end, and I like to go behind with my finger and twist the ball end over the tail end and push the ball end up into the hole. What needs to be moving is the ball end side. You will notice that your tail end is locked in. Alternatively, you can use your hook. So you've got this right here. You take your hook and reach in and pull this. This will become important when you go to work in the round because we have that ring, but we can also just use it like this. So that's your slip knot. I just, for all the years I've been doing it, I prefer just doing it like this because it's pretty easy, and I know that that's gonna line up easy. And then we go into the chain. And again, this is all that is learned into the first week. Now, before we start chaining, I have an exercise that I developed for my class. And we're going to rock it back and forth, just like you're going to be holding the tension. And let's not even move our left hand. Let's just move our right, because that one's going to be moving the most. But I'm just trying to give you the idea when I'm moving that it's actually crossing in front of this one. This is the one that's coming over your index finger. And then it's wrapping around. This is how the exercise goes. This is what I developed for my class. Whoops, that one went the wrong way because I was trying to pull away. All right, so we wrap around, and then we're gonna pull through that loop. Now, is your loop too tight, too loose? You wanna look, you wanna have a little bit of light through that little tiny V. And I'm talking about right here under there. If it's too loose, you've got a big V. If it's too tight, you've got nothing to work with. So we don't want to have it so we can't work with it. We want to have just a little bit of light. We wrap around like we did in our exercise, pull through, wrap around, pull through, wrap around, pull through. Notice that it is my right hand, and this is for right-handed people. It is my right hand that's moving. And did you see what I did just there? I did about 3 or 4 stitches and moved up. I'm pinching with my thumb and my index finger. My hand matches the yarn. Why are they so pink? But that's how you do your chain. And just a quick thing if you want to clip it off. On either end, I like to do about 5 inches. So about 5 or 6 inches on the tail end. I just clipped the ball end about 5 inches. And to finish it, you're just going to zip it on through there and pull it tight, and it's not going to go anywhere. You can make a bracelet. You make a little choker, put beads on it, whatever you want to do.